guys, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. It says here 6 strikes, 0 patient. The Holy Land hit southern Lebanon really, really hard. Look at this one here, guys. Let me just play this video really quick. Look at that blast. The night sky lit up. Night sky lit up. And at the same time, there was a cease plan in Gaza. So we're going to see what's going on with this news here, guys. Once again, the Holy Land is really dropping the hammer. And this time it's on Lebanon. Alright, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. At least 6 Holy Land airstrike lit up southern Lebanon overnight, hitting Hezbollah munition depots and key Syria-Lebanon border crossings. The Holy Land Army radio says the Holy Land military asked Lebanon Army to step in first. When they didn't, the jets took off. Now, targets stretch across Jezine and all these regions here. I'm going to skip their names. Some even north of the Litani, breaking a core line in a cease plan deal. I told you guys, those cease plan stuff, it just never works. It never works. And it seems like the Holy Land broke that cease plan. The message: if Beirut won't act, the Holy Land will. Cease plan or not. Alright, so we do have the full article here, guys. We're going to get to all this news. Give me a second here. Let me just pull up this information. If you can, please share the video. Alright, so the Holy Land warplane launched intensive airstrikes Thursday in southern Lebanon, according to Lebanon national news agencies. Now it says here the strike targeted multiple regions. No immediate reports of casualty or material damage were reported. The Holy Land forces have conducted near-daily strike in southern Lebanon, claiming to target the activities of the Lebanon resistance group Hezbollah, despite a cease plan that was reached in November of 2024. The truce ended months of cross-border warfare between the Holy Land and Hezbollah, as it says here, which escalated into a full-scale conflict in September. Lebanon authorities have reported nearly 3,000 Holy Land violations. Yikes. 3,000? So Lebanese authorities have reported nearly 3,000 Holy Land violations of the truce, including the passing of more than 200 and entering to at least 500 since last November. And here's the thing, guys. Donald calls Vladimir crazy or playing with fire, but when it comes to Benjamin, actually they are protecting Benjamin. They are protecting him. Marco Rubio said that there's going to be some strict visas and some strict when it comes to I wouldn't say censorship, but when it comes to protecting the Holy Land. All right, so anybody that talk bad against Holy Land, there will be strict visas and possibly, when it comes to removing videos. It says here, under the cease plan deal, the Holy Land was supposed to fully withdraw from southern Lebanon by January 26. But the deadline was extended to February 18 after the Holy Land refused to comply. The Holy Land still maintains a military presence at 5 border outposts. So once again, Lebanese authorities have reported nearly 3,000 Holy Land violation of truce. So once again, the Holy Land drops the hammer on Lebanon. At the same time, they announced a cease plan with Gaza. Give me a second here, guys. I want to see if there's any more information here. But this is a big bombshell report that's coming out right now. And we do have some more breaking news. Something's going on here. Yet another mid to long range ballistic fired by the Persian-backed Houthis. Okay, so you got Yemen doing their thing. They fired ballistic towards the Holy Land earlier tonight. Was successfully intercepted by the Holy Land Arrow 3 anti-ballistic missile. All right, so I just want to bring that up really quick. But give me a second. We're going to see if there's any more updates. About the situation in Lebanon. So it seems like so far this is all the information here. Seems like this is all the information. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with the next news, guys. I'm not saying any more. But they did drop the hammer on Lebanon, excuse me. I want to bring this one up really quick. A lot of people sharing this information here. A senior advisor to Iran Supreme, who said the idea of accessing or destroying Persian nuclear facilities has long been a fantasy held by the sleeping giant leaders. Now it says here, this person here said, the dream of accessing Persian nuclear facility and blowing up its installation is a fantasy previous U.S. president were also delusional about. A lot of breaking news is coming out, guys. This video is this video here is gonna be like different news. I want to bring this one up really quick. So Raw's Alert just posted this. The U.S. Appeals Court has reinstated former Donald tariffs. And we did mention that in my last video. If you can, please share this video. So it says here, breaking news. We're going to jump with the next news now, guys. I'm not saying any more when it comes to the Holy Land, but we're going to jump with the next one. Donald tariffs are back, at least for now. A federal appeals court just hit pause on a ruling that would have wiped out most of Donald tariffs. Donald team warned they run to the Supreme Court if they didn't get emergency relief, and fast. So the appeals court stepped in, temporarily reinstating the tariffs while it sorts through the legal chaos. It's not final, but for now, Donald trade war lives to fight another day. All right. So once again, that's a breaking news coming out. Alright, guys, it seems like this is all of it. Let me just refresh the page here really quick. Yeah, I'm not seeing much when it comes to the Holy Land. Um, yeah, I'm not seeing much. But again, this is happening. Sirens in several areas, including Greater Tel Aviv and the Holy Land Airport, due to missile launch from Yemen. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if there's any more information here that I can share to you guys. Um, Let me just refresh the page really quick here. All right. So yeah, it seems like this is all of it here. But that was a massive hit. The entire sky lit up purple. You guys can see in the thumbnail of this video. Yeah, it seems like this is all of it here. Give me a second. You have Yahoo News. They post some information here, which I believe is going to be the same thing. But so the Holy Land military has launched several air raids across South Lebanon, taking at least one. And Lebanon News Agency reports as it intensified its strike in the country in the latest violation of ceasefire agreement. The strike on Thursday targeted areas near the towns of Nabatea and other regions. I'm going to skip their names. Low-flying jets and drones were also reported in several regions of southern Lebanon. Holy Land drone strike has taken a municipal worker operating a water well. Man, again, my condolences and prayers to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. And one thing I tell you guys, and I've been saying this for many years, I don't support these biblical wars. There's many brothers and sisters in Christ in the world. Our job is to go out and spread the good news, the light, the gospel, not to go out be cheerleaders and root for one country and wish for the other one to just go down. I mean, our job is to share the peace to the world, and that's Jesus Christ. All right, so you have Gandor said on Thursday that the victim was out by his official duty of trying to provide water for the people of the town. Man, we condemn in the strongest terms this blatant aggression against innocents and civilian infrastructure, as well as the Lebanon state and its institution. Now, you have Gandar called on the international community to press the issue and put an end to the Holy Land violation. The Holy Land military had claimed that it fired at a Hezbollah operative who it said was rehabilitating a site used by the group. Now, the Holy Land has been carrying out near daily strike in Lebanon in violation of the ceasefire agreement it reached with Hezbollah back in November, causing mostly civilian passing. And I already told you guys, the cease plan, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. The Holy Land is breaking the cease plan. They are breaking the cease plan. Now, again, I'm not backing Hezbollah, but again, there's a reason why there's a cease plan, and the Holy Land is breaking it. All right, give me a second here. The Holy Land has also been regularly firing at field and civilian homes on the Lebanon side of the border. In an earlier strike on Thursday, Holy Land drone dropped a stun, you know what, on the southern village of, I'm going to skip their name. There was one person impacted, the National News Agency reported. The Holy Land claims that it struck our enforcement of the cease plan, which require Hezbollah to pull its forces to the north of the Litani River. That's about 30 kilometers, 18 miles from the border, in accordance with the United Security Council resolution. So the Holy Land was sending a message. You guys need to back away, back up. Both at fault, I guess. The Holy Land military has been carrying out strikes in the entire country, not just south of the river. The Holy Land has impacted the Lebanon capital, Beirut, several times. Earlier in April, Holy Land strike has taken a Hezbollah official and taken out 3 others in the Beirut suburbs. I'm going to skip their names. So Holy Land troops also continued to occupy parts of southern Lebanon in breach of the truce. Now, the cease plan last year ended an intense Holy Land bombing campaign that followed months of low-level hostility linked to the war in the Strip between Hezbollah and the Holy Land that were largely confined to the border area. All right, so that's where we at right now. Oh, give me a second. We have one more here. Since the end of the war, Hezbollah has not responded to Holy Land violation, saying that it is giving the Lebanon state the opportunity to stop the strike through diplomatic channels. The group has warned, however, that its patience may run out. But it is unclear if Hezbollah is capable of confronting Holy Land militarily, as it had for decades, including the hastening an end to Holy Land occupation of South Lebanon in 2000 and fighting a 2006 biblical war to a stalemate after the heavy blows it suffered during the biblical war. Lebanon officials, including the leader, have repeatedly called on France and the US, the main sponsors of the cease plan deal, to pressure Holy Land to end its abuses. Pressure by the U.S. on disarming Hezbollah, Ion has said that the issue is a delicate one. All right, so that's what's going on. All right, so Holy Land launches wave of strikes across South Lebanon. And they're really dropping the hammer. All right, guys, I will keep it updated when it comes to nation against nation. This is where we at right now. At the same time, you got Donald winning the tariff when it comes to the courts and stuff. And we are definitely seeing some victories for Donald in that case. But again, please pray for the people out there in the Mideast that's going through tough times with this war. And at the same time, they're talking about peace, but I don't see that happening, guys. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.